Day trading and swing trading stock picks are on deck. Good morning, traders. It is Monday, May 11th. We're about 2.5 hours into trading. Let's see what we've got going on. We have this little bit of a market rally right in here. If I connect the lows and I connect the highs, you can see an upward sloping channel. You can also see that the market has broken through the upward end of that trading channel, and we're currently in a compression. Now we've got the 1OP indicator peaking right here, so I believe that we are going to see a little bit of a pullback. We didn't quite fill in the gap. We're very, very close to it, but this price action is getting tired. You can see we've got a big mix of green candles and red candles. That indicates to us that the quality of the rally is not all that good. So I think that we're at the end of this rally so far this morning. We should see a bit of a pullback as this upward sloping trend line is violated. I'm going to draw an alert line so that you can see it more clearly. I'll probably connect these because anything, this one and this one look pretty good. That'll give me a nice steep upward sloping line. That trend line is violated with a 1OP bearish cross right here. It would be time to consider some short positions. I am still seeing better plays on the long side than I am on the short side. If we take a look at the overall market action, remember Friday I had mentioned to you that we were in a bullish trend day. The only way that I would buy Friday is if we got a market pullback, and I was looking for one around the 1 o'clock time frame Central Time. We got it. We got long. Man, did we make some decent money on Friday. This is a beautiful rally, almost to a new relative high. If we go to the daily chart, you can see that was the prior closing high, and we almost got to it. We're about 8 S&P points away. Today, we're getting a little bit of soft price action. Overall, the market really hasn't done much. If you take a look at the last month of trading right in here, we haven't gone anywhere. Lots of tiny, tiny bodied candles. And that suggests to us that there is equilibrium here. Buyers and sellers are paired off. Asset managers are waiting for clarity. We didn't get that from earnings season. Corporations are pulling guidance. They don't know what to expect. It all depends on consumers. And I believe that consumers are going to keep their wallets in their pocket until they know that they're back on the job and until they know that they have job security because they're seeing orders come in and they feel that business is back on track. Until then, I think everybody's going to be very cautious. You've got governments starting to reopen, but they're also keeping one eye on the spread of the virus. We've had new outbreaks in South Korea, also had new outbreaks in Wuhan in China. So this virus is very resilient, and that's why everyone is being so cautious in reopening their economies. Asset managers, I feel, are still erring on the side of being long because they can't make any money in fixed income. Fixed income yields don't keep pace with inflation, so there are negative real returns. So asset managers are thinking that, we've got $6 trillion worth of stimulus in the U.S. I have that safety net. I don't have any good investment alternatives. Might as well stay in the market. Tech stocks are outpacing the industrials. So in terms of being long, you're better being long QQQ than SPY at this juncture. I think that over the course of the next 3, 4, 5 weeks, we start to see how the recovery is unfolding and we start to see how consumers are feeling about this. If they're lining up and they're ready to spend money, great, the economy can get right back on track. If not, we're probably due for another pullback. So, this is a holding pattern. Decent day trading environment. As far as swing trades, it's really on a stock by stock basis. I'm finding good opportunities to sell out of the money bearish call spreads, finding good opportunities to sell out of the money bullish put spreads, and that's what we're doing. We do have the market above that critical support level at SPY 288 that I've been referencing. That is the 100-week moving average, and as long as we're above 288, my focus on these videos is going to be from the long side. So use that as your guide. Let's see what we can find on the long side here. Going to go into a couple of searches, take a look at what we've got on deck, try and find you a good day trading long and a good swing trading long. CGEN, I like it. I've been long this today. I've made money on it. Been in and out of this stock a few times. Let's take a look at that daily chart. And you can see this compression right in here and this beautiful breakout on Friday, closing near its high of the day and closing above this resistance. Today it opens on its low and it's continued to grind higher. Let's go back into that CGEN 5-minute chart. You can see it's breaking out right now to a new high for the day. The search that I'm using is heavy buying. All of these stocks actually look very good. We'll go into a daily chart and I'll show you how easy it is to find these movers. TWLO, beautiful. DDOG, look at that move. Blew through on earnings. Really, really strong. This is a great after earnings search. ABBV, looking good above the 100-day moving average, trying to get through this horizontal resistance. I like it here. If you can sell a bullish put spread down at the $80 strike, I think that works. APRN is one of the stocks I'm going to highlight. I'm not a big fan of the business model. I'm just looking at the momentum in the stock. I like this compression down here on the major moving averages, and I like the fact that the stock has been able to rally all day. So we'll go into that 5-minute chart. Take a look at that. You can see nice, strong price action. Now, given that I feel the market's going to pull back in here, you do not want to be rushing out when you watch this video and buying these stocks. Let the market come in, let it breach that upward sloping trend line, let it find support. I believe the low of the day is pretty safe. We've got one test, two tests. We come down for a third time. I think that holds, perhaps even a higher low. Then we get a little bit of a rally back into the middle of the range today. That's the kind of pattern that you'd want to have for APRN. That is when you'd want to come in and buy it for a day trade. That would be a good entry point also for a swing trade if you're looking to hold a position overnight as well. So we've got a couple of stocks already that I've shown you. I also liked NVDA. Just wanted to take one more look at that stock. CODX, I think, also sets up pretty well, but it's been pretty choppy today. Let's take a look at that D1 chart. You can see that it's through this horizontal resistance. You can also see that it opened above that horizontal resistance. Look for that stock to gain traction in here. How do I trade that? We come in here, we click alert, double click on the high of that bar. There's my alert line. If it pokes through, I'm going to know about it. NVDA, another nice stock that came up on our searches today. I'm going to go into the daily chart, take a look at that. You can see how it's been able to compress near the high, good relative strength. Go into the D1 chart. You can see how it's getting through horizontal resistance. I like NVDA. What could you do in terms of a bullish put spread? I think that this prior resistance level right here at 300 sets up well. You'd have to sell a bullish put spread below that $300 strike price, and that would be fine. It also happens to coincide with an upward sloping trend line. Let's draw that trend line so that you can see it very clearly. There's a trend line right there. So it should continue to extend up to about that 300 level over the course of the next couple of days. It'll reach there. This is a nice horizontal, was resistance area. Now it's a support area. I think selling it out of the money, 300 strike price works. So probably a 300, 297.50. We could take a look at that, see where it's currently trading. And we're going to go in. You'll also notice that just to see if we could get filled on an ATV spread, I put that order out there for a one lot. That was a stock that I highlighted in a video last night that I put out. Let's go in and see what we can get for that NVIDIA spread right here. So we've got the $300 strike price and we've got the $297.50, and you can see that it's 22 cents bid, offered at 29 cents. This is a 2.5 point wide bid at 2.5 point wide spread between the strike prices. I would like to get 50 cents for this. It expires Friday. So we need that little market pullback that I had referenced earlier. Then we've got a chance to fill on it. Let's take a look at ATVI. I sent you a video last night via email, and I also posted that video on YouTube, so everyone had access to this pick. I told you why I like the stock, and today the stock is moving higher. Gotta like it. It's through that prior resistance level, making a new relative high, gapped higher on earnings. Very, very strong price action. Unfortunately, we needed a pullback on the open, and we never got one. so we couldn't get that credit spread done. However, if you just bought the stock for a swing trade, you're loving it right now because the stock has rallied up from an opening price of roughly $73 and it's currently trading above $75. So you got a nice $2 winner there. So those are some nice trades that are setting up. Let's see if we've got anything else in here that looks good. And I'm just going to click through. BYND has been really strong. I like that. It's holding up well today. You can see the strength right in there. And I don't really need to go into any other searches. There are plenty of other searches I can look at. Pop Bull's one of my favorites. You can see CYTK there. CRSP, traded that this morning, did really well on it, on that breakout right in there. Take a look at that stock. You can see how strong it was. I got in right after this third long green bar, took profits up in here. It's a nice $1 winner on a relatively cheap stock. And that's what I've been doing today. I've been buying a lot of momentum in cheap stocks, taking 20, 30-cent profits on them the whole morning. So that's been a very good strategy today, and the market's been a little bit lackluster. You can see how we're starting to break out to the upside right here. So we're probably going to fill in this gap right in here, stall out. I think we see a little bit of a pullback this afternoon into the middle of the range. Not really sure what we'll do after that. Mondays have been pretty slow, and you can also see that we've got a lot of tight, small-bodied candles, which suggests that the close is typically close to the open. So we're not looking at a lot of long green bars here. I don't think we're going to see a bullish trend day today. I think that there's some resistance here from the overnight sell-off. So I would look for a gradual grind higher right now, then a little bit of a pullback, and then we kind of sit. Maybe we get a little bit of a closing rally, but we should be able to finish fairly close to where we closed on Friday. So market is currently drifting higher. Asset managers seem willing to buy stocks at this level, but any kind of hint that consumers are not spending money once they've been back on the job is not going to bode well. So please give the video a thumbs up if you like the content. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel and turn on your notifications so that you never miss one of these videos. I'll always have some really decent stock picks in there for you. I've given you some that I think you should take a look at. APRN looks good. NVDA looks good. CYTK looks good. CODX I'm long on an overnight basis. I think all those stocks can work well. They've got nice strength. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you for watching this YouTube video. I'm Pete Stolzers, and I'm going to keep the trade ideas coming along with lots of education, so make sure to subscribe to the channel and please turn on your notifications so that you never miss another trade. If you like the content, please give it a thumbs up. I've loaded 2 other videos that I think you're really going to enjoy. Stay tuned. We'll see you soon.